In the shadows of global politics, a silent war rages on. 4 nations, 4 intelligence empires. From Washington's high-tech nerve centers to London's discreet, old-world spycraft. From Moscow's ruthless active measures to Beijing's relentless hunt for secrets. The world's most powerful intelligence services are locked in a 21st century contest for dominance. And here's the thing, this battle isn't fought with tanks or missiles. It's fought with algorithms, whispers, and occasional poisoned cups of tea. So, who's winning the secret war? Well, let's find out. The United States commands the largest and most technologically advanced intelligence apparatus on Earth. 18 agencies, from the iconic CIA to the secretive National Reconnaissance Office. After the shock of 9/11, the US created the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, a bureaucratic brain linking all military and civilian intelligence services. The CIA runs human spies overseas, the NSA sweeps the world's communications, the FBI hunts threats at home, and the NRO builds and flies satellites that can track a moving vehicle or spot a missile launch halfway around the globe. From massive keyhole imaging satellites to tiny CubeSats with laser communications, the US owns the high ground. The success of headline history pinpointing Osama bin Laden's hideout, unleashing the Stuxnet cyberworm to cripple Iran's nuclear program, warning the world of Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine before the first tank rolled over the border. But there are also quieter wins, never heard about, foiling an ISIS plot to bring down a passenger jet, mapping North Korea's missile supply chain from factory to launch site, intercepting fentanyl shipments before they even reach US shores. And yet, America's size is a double-edged sword. The WMD fiasco, the 9/11 dots that were left unconnected, devastating links from Snowden, Manning, and Vault 7 that exposed cyber arsenals worth billions. Operationally, the US style was integration on steroids. A drone strike in Yemen might combine HUMINT from tribal informants, SIGINT from an NSA listing post, and live satellite imagery from the NRO, all fused in real time by the military's Joint Special Operations Command. It's intelligence as an industrial complex, designed for speed, scale, and precision. But in the age of agile, decentralized threats, can the biggest machine still turn fast enough? If the US is the heavyweight champion, the UK is the seasoned counterpuncher, smaller but precise. MI6, or the service, runs spies overseas. MI5 defends the realm from terrorists and enemy agents. GCHQ, think the NSA with a British accent. World-class codebreakers and cyber warriors housed in a giant glass donut in Cheltenham. Britain's intelligence history runs deep. The deception operations of World War II, turning captured German spies into double agents. The Enigma codebreakers at Bletchley Park, whose work may have shortened the wars by years. In recent years, MI5 has stopped at least 39 terror plots. MI6 has conducted high-risk human intelligence in Iran, Syria, and North Korea. GCHQ tipped off the Americans about Russian hacks on the Democratic National Committee. And when a nerve agent hit former Russian spy Sergei Skripal, the UK intelligence services traced the hitmen back to the Kremlin's GRU, triggering one of the largest mass expulsions of Russian diplomats in history. The British way is subtle, a carefully placed agent in a hostile embassy, a casual chance meetup at a global conference. Patience is the currency, and relationships are the weapon. Oversight is tight. Ministers must sign off every operation. Parliament's Intelligence and Security Committee has the power to dig deep. Warrants are judicially required under the Investigatories Power Act. Where the US builds sprawling systems, the UK builds trust networks. And their ace? the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, a force multiplier that lets them punch far above their weight, sharing US-level tech access without the costs of building it themselves. Russia's spy world is the KGB reborn. Today, it is split into the FSB for domestic security, the SVR for foreign espionage, and the GRU for military intelligence and covert operations. These agencies thrive in the grey zone between war and peace. They blend espionage, sabotage, and disinformation, what Moscow calls active measures. The GRU hacked US political servers in 2016, leaked the data, and ran troll farms to inflame division. The SVR pulled off the massive SolarWinds cyber breach, compromising thousands of networks. The FSB has disrupted opposition movements inside Russia and abroad with intimidation, blackmail, and worse. And assassinations? From Alexander Litvinenko's polonium tea in London, to the failed poisoning of Sergei Skripal, to the nerve agent attack on Alexei Navalny, each was a warning and a calling card. Their reach isn't just in cyberspace. In Crimea in 2014, Russian intelligence had so deeply infiltrated Ukraine's political and military leadership that the annexation was almost bloodless. They've also armed and advised proxy forces in Syria and Africa, leveraging private military companies like Wagner as deniable extensions of state power. Putin's doctrine is clear. Information is a weapon, truth is malleable, and espionage is not a tool for emergencies, but a permanent condition. China's Ministry of State Security, the MSS, is less famous than the CIA or MI6, but in sheer scope, it may be the most ambitious. Its mission? Gather political, economic, military, and technological secrets on a truly global scale. They do it through diaspora networks, front companies, cyber intrusions, and academic partnerships that look innocent, until the research flows back to Beijing. Beijing also leans on the PLA's Strategic Support Force for military cyber and space intelligence. Together, they've been linked to massive data breaches, from US government personnel files, to health insurance records, to cutting-edge semiconductor designs. China's style was patience. Where Russia seeks disruption, China seeks acquisition, knowledge, technology, and influence. Consider the 1,000 Talents program, recruiting scientists worldwide to bring home advanced know-how. The covert acquisition of companies in Europe and Africa to control rare earth supply chains. The way China's cyber operations quietly map foreign infrastructure for potential leverage in future crises. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And in Beijing's eyes, every byte, every patent, every whispered conversation is one more piece of the puzzle. So, let's put them all side by side. 4 different cultures of espionage, each forged in their own history, each playing the same game, but with very different rules. The United States has built for scale, with unmatched technological reach from satellites to SIGINT arrays, but its size brings complexity and the risk of missing connections. The United Kingdom thrives on precision, smaller, more centralized, with a human tradition amplified by Five Eyes technology. Its weakness, it relies on allies for high-end capabilities. Russia operates like a master of political warfare. Audacity is the greatest asset, and sometimes its greatest liability. China is the quiet accumulator, broad, patient, and relentless. The impact of the years of collection may not be seen for some time. And yet, they're all covering the same new battlegrounds. Cyber is no longer support, it's the mission. AI will supercharge both intelligence gathering and disinformation, and the private sector, from satellite companies to cybersecurity firms, are becoming key players in the spy game. 4 paths through the shadows, 1 defined by technology, 1 by alliances, 1 by audacity, and 1 by patience. In intelligence, adaptability is everything. If you're not adapting, you're losing. The great intelligence struggle of the 21st century isn't just about secrets. It's about shaping the world before the rest of us even know the game has changed. So which approach will win? The America one-team integration? Britain's subtle hand? Russia's brazen plays? Or China's patience? One thing is certain, the future of global power will be decided as much in the shadows as in the spotlight. So, which intelligence style do you think will be most effective in today's world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure to like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. I've been your host Daniel, and I'll see you again next week. See you!